Yo, what's up, aliens? It's finally here! Magic Racks Volume 6! Ha ha ha! Super stoked to share this one. I've been working on this for so long. Oh my goodness. Sorry it's taking me so long. I had to really test out every single rack and make sure that they were actually super awesome. Gave it to some of my other producer friends, had them test it out, refine stuff, and this is where we're at. So this is the demo of it. This is the artwork. This is what it looks like. Yeah, cool. We'll have a link below to it. Let's do the demo. All right, so now for the main racks. So here is just a saw wave and serum with no effects. Now let's add AHEE's instant bass bugs to it. So nasty. Oh my goodness. And there's all these presets in here. That's the Tiger Beetle one. So many sounds. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start layering these racks here. This one I think is the best rack that I think I've ever made. It's the Instant Space Creator, and this has been the favorite of everyone that I've shared this rack pack with. It adds unique textures to your sound, and it reacts to the effects in very unique ways. That is very cool. So here it is without, and now with. This Subterranean X one I think is pretty interesting for this. So now let's add on another rack, the AHEE's Instant Wubs, and you can probably guess what this does. It wubs it, so check it out. This one. And it's got all of these different shapes in here. I think this one has like 54 presets or something crazy like that. It's got swung ones, it's got false side chaining ones. Let's see here. These edge trim ones I think are really good. That's like kind of a shape that I tend to use a lot for my wubs. Also in here, this one's a simple but effective one. AHEE's Subnote Finder basically allows you to throw it on there and it automatically just listens to the low end, allows you to see the bass note. Super useful, and then has like, you know, a high that's just like passing things through right there. Not really effect, more just a simple, fast way of finding it. And then you can throw that on a song, so that way it cuts out all the high end. That way you can just focus on that sub note. Here's AHEE's Smooth or Smother. So I was trying to create like a native soothe. It does do that. It's kind of cool to see it react and everything, but I accidentally started doing some crazy stuff with it, and so I was like, okay, this isn't just a soothe, it's also a smother, and it creates some crazy accidents. I think that just like beefs up the sound in kind of an interesting way there, if that's what we want to do. And then also there's AHEE's Subtle Inflation. It reacts kind of like the Oxford Inflator, but all native. Yeah, I like to keep it on more subtle settings. And then this inflate obviously inflates it, and then this after curve, you can inflate it a lot, maybe too much, and then bring down the after curve to like bring down the intensity of the effect. It'll also take out a little bit of the low end, so you got to be careful when you're using that on basses with the after curve. Next up, we've got these 808s here. Probably can't hear that if you're listening on your phone, and we're going to add on AHEE's 808 and Sine Gorilla. Shit is bananas. So good. Tons of presets. So let's try adding on that AHEE's Instant Space Creator again. Ooh, that one's cool. Let's play around with that, the pitch in there. Yeah. Right there at 800. Now let's add on the AHEE's Stereo Exciter. It's going to do some cool stereo stuff, or I can monoize stuff. You have to be a little bit careful with it, is that it can cause some stuff to go out of phase, so careful with it on sub-bass stuff, but it is pretty cool. And then also here we got AHEE's custom filter, which is kind of like that instant Wubs, but here you can just directly see it and interact with it. Now the secret to this is you can click around and add a new thing, but if you accidentally see where it's like that hollow circle there, it reacts slightly differently, like it's off. And also if you want to clear these, you can hit shift and click to get rid of it. Here's also a really cool one, is it's like the instant Wubs, but it creates bouncing like effects. So here's the, and now we'll add on the bounce chop. Different flavors of that. Super fun for like really creative effects. Now let's go on to some vocals. This is just a dry clip from my song with Probable Cause, Rainbow Funk.
Feel like sunshine after the rain. Tie-dye sky hypnotize my brain.
Now let's add AHEE's Magic Vocal Creator. It's got these two nice rap settings.
Feel like sunshine after the rain. Tie-dye sky hypnotize my brain. Feel like sunshine after the rain. Tie-dye.
Just good to go instantly. And then also it's got these more like singer ones.
Feel like sunshine after the rain. Tie-dye sky hypnotize.
A little bit more effects on them. And now these are two presets on here I am so proud of. You can just throw this on and it's instant like Excision style dubstep vocals.
Feel like sunshine after the rain. Tie-dye.
Or this one.
Feel like sunshine after the rain. Tie-dye sky hypnotize my brain.
Ah, like so cool to be able to just get that effect by just clicking a button. Also then I got this like
feel settings. Like sunshine after the rain. Tie-dye sky hypnotize my.
These are like other affected ones.
Feel like sunshine after the rain. Feel like sunshine after the rain.
And then also some harmonic ones.
Feel like sunshine after the rain. Feel like sunshine after the rain. Feel like sunshine after the rain. Feel like sunshine after the rain.
That's almost like a broken microphone kind of sound. Cool. Also, I have AHEE's Magic Time Shifter. This does like a lot of like, I tried to make a built-in Ableton effect that could do unison on anything. And that's essentially what this has done.
Feel like sunshine after the rain. Tie-dye sky hypnotize my brain.
Super cool. But all these presets, they add like different like delay like type effects and unison and chorus effects.
Feel like sunshine after the rain. Tie-dye sky hypnotize my brain. Feel like sunshine after the rain. 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 Feel like sunshine after the rain.
So much there. You could also add this on like lead sounds or other bass sounds. I think it would go really well in there, or guitar. This slow and subtle one's really nice.
Feel like sunshine after the rain. Tie-dye sky hypnotize my brain.
All right, so next up here we have AHEE's Hot Air. Now this one's a super simple one to just add some high-end air to it.
Feel like sunshine after the rain. Tie-dye sky hypnotize my. Feel like sunshine after the rain. Tie-dye sky
Don't want to do too much of it, but it does boost up like that 10K and above. Also, we have this AHEE's Pitched Reverb, adds a kind of a cool subtle effect.
Feel like sunshine after the rain. Tie-dye sky hypnotize my brain.
So also here is AHEE's Top End Phase Effect. So this is kind of a cool pop trick. Where you invert the phase of just the top end.
Feel like sunshine after the rain. Tie-dye sky hypnotize my brain.
Super subtle effect, but it helps if there's a lot of things in the mix. It helps a element cut through. And then here I recreated like the Billie Eilish bad guy effect basically.
Feel like sunshine after the rain. Tie-dye sky hypnotize my brain.
All right, now check this out. I am so proud of this. Okay, I'm going to switch this to singer. And we've got this vocal sustain pad. Now, one of my favorite racks in this group is AHEE's Vocal Double Chop. It basically does that classic UK, like garage kind of vocal chop to it. So let's listen to it in context with a beat. Fake reverse one's kind of cool. Probably one of the top plugins in this. And then also we here have AHEE's Magic Compression Push, and it's just basically multiple types of compression. Another one of my favorite racks in this is AHEE's Instant Grooves. It is, it's insane what you can do with this. You can re-groove drum patterns. Just check this out. Okay, so here's the almond break. All right, now here it is with, we'll do the strong weak preset. Medium strong. Weak medium. This upbeats only is really good for like bass lines and whatnot. This Tiger Stripes is very driving. We also have AHEE's Alien OTT. So I basically took tons of different like OTT settings and then put them all in one rack. So we'll turn off the instant grooves for now and let's try it out. This is like the OTT setting that I use probably the most. And I have a more subtle version of it. The original OTT effect in there. So it does squash it a lot. All right, also we got AHEE's Instant Transitions. So these are like transition effects, like your typical washouts. Really good on bass lines too. This cave space is a great one for like intro. Some risers. Really good on vocals. And then a fall. Fun other kinds of styles of risers. And then these crush modes. Those ones are really good on drums. All right, this is a unique one, AHEE's Spectral Recovery. So this basically adds frequencies into the sound. Now let's add in Spectral Recovery. He adds a little bit of low end and high end in. Really good on like lo-fi breaks loops like this one. Also could just be a cool effect to try out on different things. Here, look at this. We got just a typical 808 snare. Everyone's heard it. Okay, so now we have AHEE's Party Snare, and it's got some fat effects. And that, when you combine that with the AHEE Space Creator, it is pretty sick. Okay, let's add these on here. Very unique snare all of a sudden out of a 808. Sick. Now let's that pitched reverb on there. And now this is another one, AHEE's 2-room reverb. Yeah, there we go. Now check it out. With the combo of all of these racks, we went from that to that. Pretty good. All right, awesome. Now we got this little vocal here. And let's add the mega reverb to it. Some really beautiful long reverbs there. Also, it's got these ambiverbs where it kind of gets rid of the main source signal and just is the reverbs. Very fun. Now this one is kind of an experimental rack, but it is very interesting. So basically it's called AHEE's Little Magic Wiggle, and what it does is that it's got a bunch of LFOs here randomly wiggling the EQ spectrum. So that way the idea is that whatever the sound is, it's just constantly moving and it's never the same. And so I've got all sorts of different randomness here, also like that kind of movement. Hear how it adds that pulse to it? The slow breathing one is interesting. The last rack that we got going on in here is another experimental one, AHEE's Noise Chord Creator. Warning though, it just runs in the background if you do not turn it off. So what it's doing is that it's creating chords out of noise. I'm going to put on the compression to boost it up there. And it's, look at all these different chord progressions. The small m equals minor, the big M equals major. And you can set the chords to like be all these different notes. You can probably hit random, do all sorts of stuff. So there are two different versions for this, a deluxe version and a standard version. The deluxe version has 3 extra racks in it that I just think are some of the best I've ever made. And let me show you these 3. You know, we got an almond break. And then we have my Magic Multiband Transient Shaper. So it's basically a multiband transient shaper, but all with Ableton stock plugin. Check out some of these presets. You'll want to turn up the mixes first of like how much of the effect you want from them. This will determine how forward or tight the sound is. It is what it says it is. You can change where the bands are split with these things right here. Rack number 2, the AHEE Silver Bullet. I was really hesitant about releasing this one because it's so good. I kind of wanted it for myself, but I was like, no, I want to share something super special. So here's this like serum, plucky thing. Nothing spectacular, but then with the rack. Ridiculous, like ridiculously cool. And you can change like The third rack in the deluxe version is the AHEE's Instant Mastering Magic. And make sure that you send max -6 dB tune through it. And if distorted, just pull back on this input gain. So here it is. I'm going to do it on a pre-master of Bug Eater. Yeah, listen to that difference. You could use this not on mastering stuff too. Use this on basses and probably get some pretty cool results. But yeah, this one, you know, it's more for people that are wanting to learn how to master or just like get a master out very quickly. I definitely recommend checking out, dissecting it, and learning what goes into the mastering process. All right, and that is AHEE's Magic Racks Volume 6. Looks like that. Get it down below in the link. If you enjoyed this, please be sure to give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials and share this with a friend. I hope you love them so much and that you create great music from it. These packs were created with the intention to allow your flow state to stay intact, so that way you can just be writing and creating music without having to think about all the different effects and knobs that you need to achieve these results. You could probably do, a lot of y'all could probably do this on your own, but I've pushed all the buttons for you, so that way you just have to push one. That's kind of the concept behind these. I hope you love them. Let me know what you think in the comments. All right. Peace, aliens.